So I think we can safely say that this year's MINECON Earth was just spectacular. We're getting 2 brand new updates within the next half year or so, and I'm just so excited. A lot of cool content will be coming to Java, Bedrock, as well as the PS4 edition, but clearly there's some content and some features that we didn't get to see during this year's MINECON Earth in terms of gameplay footage or just any information at all that I will be discussing in today's video that I know a lot of people wanted to see. So we're going to be talking about these very popular features that might not end up coming within the next year or may never come at all. So it's going to be a very interesting video today, guys. Let me know down below in the comment section, what was your favorite feature showcased during this year's MINECON Earth? And don't forget to hashtag Stealth Army, because I literally reply to as many comments in the comment section as long as you are a subscriber, and hashtag that Stealth Army. It's about to be lit. With that said, let's go ahead and jump straight into this video. So the first feature that I know countless people would like to see in Minecraft, and this is a feature that has been in Minecraft at one point, but we do know that it's missing for Bedrock and console because they announced that they're going to redo the entire combat system eventually. Now there's no specific release date in terms of when we can expect this combat update, but we've known about it for quite some time now, so I know a lot of people were just expecting to see shields or dual wielding swords or just new information on like the status update of what's going on with, you know, the combat system. So more than likely we'll have to end up waiting another year, and I know this is something that nobody wants to hear, you know, waiting another year for shields or the combat update, but that's just the reality of things, and it's quite weird if you think about it because they just introduced a brand new weapon and showcased it during MINECON Earth, the crossbow. But they said it's balanced, so we'll see how that operates once it's actually released next year. And I know that's not good news, but at least we have some amazing updates and features that are going to be coming soon. So I really don't think that's too big of a problem at the moment. Now, another feature that I know a lot of people were heavily speculating that we would see during this year's MINECON Earth are portals or a new dimension. And I still want to see this introduced eventually, and it's unfortunate that we're not going to see it this year, but yeah, clearly it was not showcased during this year's MINECON Earth, or else people would have lost their minds, and it's unfortunate, but yeah, we're not getting a new dimension, and I understand why people would want a new dimension, because typically, if you have a new dimension, it's like a gateway to a completely different world in Minecraft, where you can pretty much create whatever you want, and it would still make sense, because it's still a part of Minecraft. So it could be like a heaven dimension, or a dinosaur dimension, or a fairy dimension. There's a lot of cool possibilities with the dimension, and clearly that often comes with bosses. It comes with new mobs, new weapons, and new items, a lot of new content to go alongside that dimension. So I think it will always remain a popular feature that people want to see in every MINECON Earth, but clearly they went a different direction this year with the Village and Pillage update, as well as the Pandas and Cats. So I'm still equally as excited, but it just looks like we're going to have to wait a little bit longer before we get new dimensions, which the next feature I briefly just talked about are new bosses, which, you know, it's the same thing as dimensions. Bosses bring a lot of cool content, and I feel like with bosses, we've been waiting a long time to have a brand new boss, and I think it's about time we get a new boss. I feel like this is a feature that we haven't had in like 3 or 4 years, probably longer than that. It's been a very long time, and I think we're at that point now where it's just considered an overdue feature. So hopefully they seriously start to consider, you know, designing and brainstorming and developing a brand new boss, because yes, it's been way past that point now. So I know we still got some cool content on the way, and I'm still optimistic, especially with the Beast, which is one of my favorite new features that will be seen in 1.15, the Village and Pillage update. And I'm going to make a separate video just talking about the Beast, because that's such a cool looking mob, and it looks like it has a lot of potential, so I'm really hyped about the Beast. But let's move on to the final major feature that I know a lot of people wanted to see this year during MINECON Earth. Now, I'm not going to touch down on every single individual mob that a lot of people want to see in their biomes. Clearly, there's a lot of animals out there, and these biomes are ultimately in early development. Like, I'm sure they have a lot planned for these biomes, like the taiga, the desert, and the savanna. We've probably seen like 5% of what these biomes have to offer and what the final form will actually look like. And I'm just looking forward to those new mobs and new items being introduced in those biomes. But the final major feature that I know a lot of people wanted to see this year during MINECON Earth is the Super Duper Graphics Pack. Now, I don't know all the details, I barely know anything, and I think a lot of people are in the same boat. Like, we're sort of just left in the dark at the moment on like what's going on with this Super Duper Graphics Pack. The last thing we heard is like they're redoing the entire engine, they're starting from scratch, and I don't know why they haven't updated us by now. It's been well over a year. I mean, they were sure of themselves when they gave us that release date last year, and they said coming this fall. And that was 2017 fall, guys, and we still don't have really any clear information or evidence that it's going to be released anytime soon. And that's somewhat scary if you think about it, because it could be another year before we get any new details or even a release date for the Super Duper Graphics Pack. And typically with developers, after so many delays, they normally would cancel whatever they're working on if it has that many delays. But I'm not sure how Microsoft Studios handles their projects, so keep your fingers crossed that it will continue to be in development and that we'll hear new information soon. And I'm hoping it will be announced well before next year's MINECON Earth, but they're just keeping us in the dark and it doesn't feel good. But let me know down below in the comment section one feature that you were hoping to see during this year's MINECON Earth. But regardless of what we didn't see, I think most of us, if not all of us, can agree that this year's MINECON Earth was just amazing, and I'm still just really excited. So hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. Leave a like, subscribe, notification squad, y'all are the goats, and I'll catch you all in the next video. So take care. Peace.
Get ready for the next battle.